Chapter 2 is all about functions and graphs. Today we're going to talk about what a relation is as well as what a function is. We'll talk through some function notation as well. A relation is any relationship between two variables. The domain is the set of x values. That belong to the relation. And range is the set of y values that belong to the relation. Rules for writing domain and range. The first is we are going to use curly brackets. They look like that. We are not going to list repeat values. So if the number 4 appears in our domain 3 different times, we just put it once. And then we also list from least to greatest. So example 1 asks us to state the domain and range. So domain is the x's, so 3, 2, 5, and 9. We need to list them from least to greatest, so 2 comes first, and then 3, and then 5, and then 9. And then we close our curly brackets. Range is the y values. I've got -7, -7, 5, 5. But we don't list repeat ones. So -7, 5 is the range. Easy enough. A function is a special type of relation. It is a relation in which each x has one y. Each x has one y value. So that example we just looked at here, the x value 3 has one y value 5. The x value 2 has one y value -7. The x value 5 has one y value. It happens to be -7 also. That's okay. The x value 9 has one y value 5. It's okay that that matched up. Each x has one y. That would be a function. This would also. 2, -1, 6, 4, 3, 4. Each x has one y. This would not be a function. 2, -1, 6, 4, 2, 4. Now the x value 2 has two different y's, -1 and 4. Therefore, it is not a function. If we're given a graph, we can tell if a function or if a graph is a function or not by using the vertical line test. The way the vertical line test works, if I have a graph, if I take a vertical line if there's ever a point where that vertical line crosses through the graph more than once, so like right there, my vertical line passes through the graph here, it also does here, it also does down here. If it's ever more than once, then it is not a function. So let's take a look at this one. Take a vertical line, and you can use your pencil, might be good. Notice no matter where I go on this graph, there's never a point where I cross through the graph more than once. Therefore, yes, it is a function. This one, also a function. No matter where I go, I never cross through the graph more than once. If it's just points, you do the same thing. Only passing through 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. Yes, it is a function. If it looked like this, now it would not be a function. This one, notice, is not a function. And then last thing we need to talk about is function notation. Function notation is f of x. It's another way of writing a y. It says if f of x equals x squared minus 3x plus 2, we are asked to evaluate f of negative 2. So all you do is go to f of x, and notice we are replacing the x with negative 2. And then evaluate. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Negative 3 times negative 2 is plus 6. And then I've got that plus 2. Add left to right. 10 plus 2 is 12. Let's take a look at this one. It asks us to evaluate g of x plus y if g of x equals negative 3x plus 7. So g of x plus y. On the last one, we plugged in negative 2 for x. Now we're going to plug in x plus y for the x. Distribute. If there are like terms, you want to combine them. There's not, just leave it.